For the final time, ladies and gentlemen, it is IUF1 Division 1 fun times at Abu Dhabi as we round off what has been an exhilarating season full of fantastic overtakes, crashes, epic battles, up and down the field. A full lobby once again to send everyone out, apart from Sexy when he eventually connects. Guys, let's get this over and done with. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, good morning, good night, wherever you are in the world. It is IUF1 and we are back with Division 1 here at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix circuit in the middle of Dubai. The United Arab Emirates, let's go with that one. It's a lot easier to remember. Absolutely amazing Grand Prix circuit, full of tight twisty corners, long straights, and certainly a lot of places where you can go side by side with other cars, but also quite a few corners on this track that can catch the unwary out. Indeed, last night in VRF1 Div 3 there was a lot of that. Turn 2 in particular, the second chicane as well, catching a few people out on the bumps, people using using the curbs just a little bit as well. So we're going to ride on board and we're going to have a on-board lap with Massey. Haha! We're going to ride on board with Massey for the first time. So guys, Massey debuted here in Division 1 as a stand-in. Be really good to commentate with someone I know really well. I wonder if he has he's kept traction on for today, because he turned it off last night. And, well, he did have the best of races. It was probably a brand new experience for him. We'll have to see how it goes. So we'll ride on board with him, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. So, here we go, riding through these tricky corners, as we were mentioning before. Good evening, JS Miller! I've not seen you in the chat for a long time, my friend. Welcome! Hope FGE is treating you well, and hope the lads there are good. So, Massey looking very good on the medium tyres, of course. It's short. Is it short qualifying there? I think it is. Can't remember. Right on board round the final corner. It's not quite twilight yet. We go across the line. It's the first lap of the day. 34.7. Looks very, very neat and tidy from Mr. Massey. Let's see where the McLaren goes of Ragnarok. He goes into second on the soft tyres, though it's not known how hard he was pushing. A 35.8. What about the Red Bull? Well, he's just started a lap. We have the Mercedes going across. Sean for Life, who had that amazing race. Don't forget, not that long ago, where he managed, I think it was Italy, where he managed to just keep himself up there. 36.2 for him. Harry, though, has gone fastest now with a 34.3, 4 tenths quicker than what we've seen from Massey. Mr. Nazar on those mediums goes 3 tenths quicker than Massey. Senna on the softs has done a 34.0, absolutely trumping everyone. Echo 4 Kilo has done a 35.0. So is it PPR Venom 34.5 for him. Very nice, very consistent lap times. Once again, we have a Williams coming around the final corner now. Does he shoot up? No, he begins the lap. What about the Renault? Well, we have both Renaults there in 9th and 10th. Now we've got Brewdog there with a 36.4 and Star Fury with a 37.5. Let's have a look now. That's Sexy beginning a lap. Now we have another Williams coming round. Who is it? Is it Death Star? He goes 4th. 34.5, so a soft runner splitting the group of mediums up. Now we have the Haas car coming around, so MFG. Well, one of them's on a lap. Now, the Red Bull. Is that Harry making his way back round? It isn't, so it is Matt Veg. Matt Veg back with us once again. A really good, consistent racer. I really hope he gets a seat for next season. And, well, gauntlet thrown down, ladies and gentlemen, on those soft tyres. Full pace added, 33.8. Now, we know that the soft tyres drop off, and it's his second lap on them. It's his second lap on them, so we do have to bear that in mind. And the soft tyres do drop off quite dramatically here after a while, as Nazar does keeps going around. So it'll be interesting to see whether everyone is actually going to start on that. MFG says, good luck everyone, enjoy the final race of season 1, it's been great. JS Miller says, it has been a while, FG is going well, had the penultimate race of the season a few hours ago. Nice! Hope it went well for you. So let's have a look. Now ARS has gone 9th with a 35.2. Well, now we've got a big group of cars coming around. Are we going to see an improvement for any of them? Not at the minute. Actually, looks like a lot of them are actually pulling into the pits. We've got a Haas car coming on, which I believe is James. There he is. James goes up to 7th with a 34.6. Then we have the Ferrari, so he's begun a lap as well. The Ferrari of Scotty. Some of the fans' favourites over the course of the season. Now, this is the last race of the season, guys. So if you're tuning in, you need to tell us, each and every one of you who's been watching these races over the course of the season, what has been your favourite moment and why? And of course, if you haven't, and you're here anyway, tell us your favourite moment on this game, because for a lot of us, this will be our last action on this F1 2020 game that has brought us so much pain and misery and utter delight at times, but mainly pain and misery due to how fragile this game has been. But like I say, we've, as league racers, we've always made the best of a bad job. So it'll be really interesting to see how that goes. So, is that ARS about to pit? Yes, it is. Now we have the Renault coming round. That's Brewdog on out. No, it's Star Fury. Is Star Fury pushing on this lap? Let's wait and see. Does he peel off into the pits? No, the back end did escape from him round the penultimate corner. Looks very, I wouldn't say neat, but he went half a second quicker, so he has to be happy with that. Just constantly looking to get his eye in. Now, Scotty is on the soft tyres. He's usually quite up there, tackles that final corner really nicely, powers up towards the line. Only 7th, 34.6. Interesting. Fitz is about to start a quick lap. We have a Red Bull out on track. It is Harry. He's about to start a quick lap. Then we have an AlphaTauri. Sexy has left the session. Harry is on a quick lap and on the softs. Another AlphaTauri coming round. Is any of them on a quick lap? No, they're not. Got the racing point there. That is Senna. No, Marlon. Oh no, Marlon Kanga's on an outlap. He is here. Usually one of the first ones to do a quick lap is dear old Marlon. And Nazar decides to pit. It was a stressful race at Singapore, but sadly I'm out of contention for the Div 1 title. Ah, well. To be fair, Miller, I was in contention for the VRF1 Div 3 title until the penultimate race of the season, where I just made a few bad choices with regards to tyre strategy on a wet track, hoping the rain was going to get out quickly, and unfortunately it didn't, and I ended up getting lapped, and that was the end of it. However, I got 4th here yesterday after starting 2nd, so I had a very strong end to the season. Finished in front of all the guys that I've been battling with throughout the season. Yes, the lobby was full of randomers as well, because, you know, it's the final race of the season, so why not? There was only going to be 11 of us as well, so I had to get more people in, ask other people to get their people in, you know. And to be fair, I think it went well. Yes, there was crashes, and yes, there was incidents, but we got to see plenty of action, and that's what matters. So Harry has gone fastest with a 33.7, looking very nice there. Matt is beginning a lap now. Can he strike back? Can it be Matt who strikes back? Let's see. Senna goes quickest, 33.4. Well then. Looks like the soft tyres are on fire. It's very nice here. We've got, is that Massey coming around the final corner? It is. Massey goes second! 33.5! Is Massey throwing his name into the hat here for Div 1 potentially? Look at him go! Ha! That's really good to see. I shouldn't be biased, but sometimes, you know, especially when it's someone you know quite well, you just want to will them on and do well. Let's have a look at Ragnarok. Is that him round the final corner? Yes, it is. Nearly 4 attempts up in that middle sector. What does he do? Round the final sector is a whole second near enough improved, but he doesn't improve his position. He improves to a 34.9 and goes straight on at turn 1. Mainly to get out of the way. James begins a quick lap. Exactly. But unfortunately there was a bit of red mist. Annoyingly. Looks like the McLaren there held up the Williams of ARS. Or was it Death Star? Not quite sure. Let's have a look at the AlphaTauri. Any movements at the minute? We've got the Mercedes going round. That'll be Nazar beginning a quick lap. Then we have the Ferrari of Fitz. He's in the pits. He's Fitz in the pits. Matt goes second. He improves by 2 attempts to a 33.5. But it is not enough at the minute with 5 minutes to go. Senna at the minute clinging to pole position, but we're yet to see what Nasser can do, and you'd imagine with how form's gone this season, he will strike when the iron is hot. There is Fury. He's not yet set a lap time. What about, where is he? Is that Massey recovering back to the pits? Yes, it is. We've got a Haas car coming around. Let's wait to see if there's any improvement. Doesn't look like it. In comes... So what's Marlon Kanga actually? Marlon is 8th on the medium. So Marlon's... Hang on. Did I just see Death Star there? Is he doing donuts? I can't who it was, but the amazing finish for a podium in Hungary is probably my favourite moment. Yeah, so okay, well you get, like I say, you get moments like my favourite moment on this game was somehow coming out to win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix after wing damage forced me to pit onto the hards, and I stayed on them hards for about 20 laps, chased down this guy for the win, and passed him as well. And it was just really good to have that sort of pace, you know. And to do like what Hamilton did to Verstappen twice in Hungary in 2019 and in Spain this year in real life was really nice to do. It was just nice to write, okay, you know, I need to do something here. Let's do this and just pray to God it works. There is a Haas car off the track. Is that MFG? MFG is off the track. Is that just him getting out of the way, or has he been playing silly buggers? Not quite sure. Well, there's ARS. NASA's gone second, by the way. I have missed that. He did a 33.503. James, where is he? There he is. Is he coming into the pits? Yes, he is. So, unfortunately, guys, like I said, the championships have been decided here in IUF1. The title went to Mr. NASA a couple of races ago. Mercedes clinched the Constructors. Fury Knights has got second place as well. So, like I say, it's all been decided. This is all about going out and having a bit of fun. Because there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. We've got Ferrari zooming around. That is Fitz about to begin a quick lap. What about... Well, Sexy's rejoined. That's nice. Hopefully he can stay. PPR Venom supposedly fastest of all in the first sector. I'm waiting to see who's coming round on a quick lap. We've got... Echo, where is Fury? No, he's still in the pits. Don't think Fury's coming back out, because surely he would have been out by now. So next round is a McLaren, but it's not the one we're on board with. Ragnarok is on an outlap. Then we have a Red Bull as well. Is that Harry? Harry's there. What about Matt? So the next one round is indeed the McLaren of PPR Venom. We'll stay on board with him. Oh, he's invalidated. Oh, that's such a shame. He was half a second up, which could have potentially moved him onto a 34-0, which would have moved him up to 6th. But that's unfortunate for him. Now we'll have to go and see how the Racing Points are doing. We've got Mr. Nazar there about to start a quick lap. We've got Ferrari. Not that far behind either, so we'll stay on board with that one. It fits. He's currently just under 2 tenths quicker in the middle sector. He will obviously want to get as high up on the grid as he can. What can he do? Round the final corner, looked a bit cautious, runs towards the line. He improved by half a second, but it wasn't enough. I think Senna crossed the line, but didn't improve. Harry's gone fastest! 33.2! He got the toe off the Ferrari and it really helped. What about the Reynolds? Are they going to move up? Doesn't look like it. They're both, once again, working in tandem, which is good to see as they try and get a toe off one another. Oh, ARS is retired from the session. I think he's done it in the pits. He's done it in the pits. Echo 4, he ran a bit wide at the final corner. That's his lap over. About Death Star, he's on an outlap. We've got a Haas car out and about the... Oh, it's over. They didn't make it. They did not make it. So, NASA will not be on pole yet again. What about PPR Venom? Is he the one around? Oh, he's invalidated again, hasn't he? Oh, that's really unfortunate for him. Ragnarok. Currently 2 attempts. At the minute, 13th. Venom has retired from the session. He's ploughed it into a wall. Ragnarok improved by 1,000th of a second. Now, is that Matt coming around the final corner? It is. Does Matt improve? He does, but it's not enough. He improves to 33.532. Is there anyone else on laps that can do anything? Not for Massey, not for Death Star. About Marlon Kanga. No, IFR Scotty. Is there any hope of him? 31, 32, 33. Oh, he shoots right up to 6 with a 34-0. That'll be good. That'll be good confidence booster for him. Echo Killer. Echo 4 Kilo, sorry. Didn't quite do it. And the other one is Brewdog, who moves up to 14th. You didn't, man. You really didn't. MFG says 5-minute break between qualifying and the race. So that means, guys, put down all tools. Go get a drink, go get a snack, and prepare yourself for the final race of Division 1 here at IUF1. Well, that went well. Star Fury has a broken wheel. He is now out of qualifying, even though qualifying is over. Miller, it's a full grid every single time. And I absolutely love it. I tell you what, for the new game, I am looking forward to commentating throughout a whole season for these guys, and to just see how it develops with the new model of the game, people getting used to the dynamics of it. Of course, we ain't gonna have the same sort of engine maps and fuel settings that we've been used to for the last few years, so there is that. So let's go through the order then. Harry takes pole position for Red Bull with a 33.2, less than a tenth ahead of Senna, who was 7/100ths of a second behind him. Mr. Nasser in 3rd place. Didn't make it back round to do a lap. Excuse me. Matt Veg 4th. Massey 5th. Absolutely tremendous lap time there from Massey. Death Star 6th. Scotty 7th. James 8th. Fury Knights 9th. And then we have the medium runner of PPR Venom in 10th. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do. Marlon Kanga 11th. Echo 4 Kilo in 12th. Ragnarok 13th. Brewdog 14th. ARS 15th. Star Fury 16th. Fitz 17th. MFG down in 18th. Sean for Life in 19th. And Sexy didn't manage to get a lap time in purely through connection issues, I think. So guys, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix circuit has been with us since 2009, and during its early years it was dominated by Red Bull and Sebastian Vettel, winning in 2009, winning in 2010, winning in 2012, winning in 2013. The only blight on the copybook was in 2011, where he went round the first corner and suffered a puncture. Which was rather amusing. No, he didn't win in 2012, did he? No, that must have been Fernando. No, sorry, 2012. It wasn't 2012. It was Kimi Räikkönen in 2012. Of course it was. Kimi Räikkönen in 2012 because Vettel had to pit because... No, did he have an engine penalty? I think he had an engine penalty. He had to start quite far back and almost ran into the back of a Toro Rosso, I seem to remember. Well, that's it. That's always the case, Miller. The first, half of the year is all about getting used to the game. The second half of the year is all about, absolutely nailing it. I'll be spending at least the first couple of weeks on this game doing nothing but time trial, doing all the tracks in all conditions, just so I can say I've got a setup for everything, and then just gradually improve it as time goes on, whether people lend me it or whether I go back into time trial. And because I'm not a smart man, I don't know how to do setups and everything like that. I read the words that are there describing everything, and I'm just like, bleh. But like I say, it's going to be really interesting. Like I said, and it's going to be just managing everything as well. And you know what'd be great as well, if I don't know if they've done it or not, but implementing failures for players in league racing. Now I know we have when it comes to league racing, I know we have the additional bonus of damage, and also we've got more of a damage model as well with the barge boards and the floor as well. So like taps and breakages could, are really going to affect people. You're probably going to see a lot of people retire because they're just like going, what's the point? I haven't got a floor. There's no point in doing this, which to be fair in my eyes will annoy me, because it's going to be one of them things. We don't know exactly how bad it's going to be. We've obviously lost the fuel settings, as I imagined. The ERS as well is basically going to be linked with that, I believe, as well. I'd say the failures for players in league racing would be the dream, if you ask me. Because having an engine failure whilst leading a Grand Prix in league racing would be, for me, just one of the things to blow your mind. You'd be like, oh my god, he had the race in the bag, he is out, he's not dead, he's just cooked. That engine is cooked, it's packed up its bag and said, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm off. 7:03 start time, which my time will probably be 12:03. Yeah, my old setups on 2020 was so much different now. Well, that's it. I mean, they do change over time. I had help from Posglad that gave me different setups and everything like that. But mainly things that stayed stable was the suspension geometry and tire pressures. But when other people gave me the setups as well, those setups could feel very heavy at times, but it was like a breath of fresh air when I used different setups as well. So like I say, it's just all about driving style, and it's always about preserving the tires as well. So like I say, I thank you to everyone who has helped me out in various ways with this game. Pos with the setups, Getsuga as well, Richard, Fatal Defiance with the strategies and everything like that. It was just great. It really was. But yeah, go back to real life F1. Like I say, it was Kimi Räikkönen in the Lotus Renault that won it in 2012. Then, of course, 2014 we had the championship decider between Hamilton and Nico Rosberg. That was unfortunately decided with the stupid addition of double points in Hamilton's favour. Rosberg, of course, having an electrical fault and falling down to 14th in the end, I believe. Of course, 2015, the championship was over, but it was won by Rosberg, which propelled him into the new season, which he took the championship in that year's race in 2016, despite Lewis Hamilton backing him up into the Ferraris, which didn't work. I don't think Vettel was interested in passing him that day, I'll be brutally honest. 2017, I think was won by Bottas. I'm not quite sure, I'll be brutally honest. My memory's a bit hazy with everything like that. 2018, again, I don't really know who won it. I'm pretty certain it was Hamilton back to winning ways or something like that. It's the same for 2019. Of course, 2020 was won by Verstappen, and that sort of propelled him into this season. Oh, definitely. See, that would be great. But I think that's more for co-op career mode. I don't think you could really implement that, Miller, into league racing. It would be interesting. Don't get me wrong. It would be interesting, but like I say, it'd be very difficult to implement that. So, as you can see, guys, we are on the formation lap. The final race of the season is about to get underway very, very shortly. You can see that the top 9 are on the soft tyre. It is the red wall tyre. It is a very, very quick tyre, but it also degrades very, very quickly. I know I say this week in, week out, but there are people that probably tune in that need to hear these things. The medium tyre is the yellow wall tyre. You can see that 10th, 11th, 12th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 19th and 20th are all on that tyre. It's a very good tyre around here. Do not get me wrong, I did 2 stints yesterday on the medium tyre, then going to the soft right at the end, which just felt really good. I'm not gonna lie. I pushed the mediums as much as I could, and then the softs I had on for about 6-7 laps, something like that. So, like I said, we're all getting ready to go, and I think I'm gonna need a new headset soon. It's starting to crackle a bit. So Harry leading them all. You can see the Williams of ARS getting ready to leave the race on cold tyres. So here we go. Final race of the season as Sexy joins the back of the grid. So it's good to see that he got in, but the lights are about to count down here at Abu Dhabi. The race is about to get going. Who is playing peekaboo back there? I'm not quite sure. Where are those magic red lights? Hello? Hello? Right. Guys, take a screenshot just in case. There we go. The lights are actually counting down now. So there we go. The 5 lights are out for the final time. They are indeed, and it's a good start from the Red Bull. You can see there, Senna looking to hold off Nazar. When Nazar tries to swoop round the outside, not quite. The Red Bull of Matt and Massey do get very friendly with Massey running wide. He's touched the Williams there of Death Star. Lets him through. Got a battle there behind with Venom and Fury Knights. Venom wins that one. And look at Marlon Kanga going down the inside of Fury Knights. Does he take the position away? We'll have to ride on board and see. From Fury's position, there we go. Fury running down the straight. You can see a few moves happening on behind him, but does look like Marlon Kanga on those fresher medium tyres, because of course he qualified outside of the top 10 very late on the brakes. You can see almost sliding into the back of PPR Venom. ARS there down in 16th. Of course, he is the one on cold tyres, so he's going to be struggling there. Rob says morning. Good morning, my friend. I hope you win. George says Sexy for the win. Sexy is already up to 14th place, so Sexy doing a very good job at this moment in time. Nazar still 3rd, harassed by the Red Bull of... oh, hello. So what's gone on there? Matt has lost a couple of positions to James and Death Star. Must have ran wide or something like that. Now has Massey back on his tail. James in a very good 4th place. You have to say he's had a really good start. Right, surely there's a car ahead of him, because it says Senna's leading. No, there's the Red Bull you can see of Harry. So Harry leads, Senna 2nd, Nazar 3rd. Harry doing everything he needs to do at this minute in time to sort of build up a gap before the DRS sort of enters its allowance, should you say. Of course, the DRS isn't available to the drivers until the 3rd lap. The DRS is the drag reduction system. It's the little flap in the back of the car. Don't know why it's flashing already for Senna. But yeah, it gets activated on the 3rd lap. We're not on the 3rd lap, we're on the 2nd lap. And of course, you've got to be within the 2nd of the... Oh, that looks a very bad line, that, from Senna. Nazar is surely going to have a run on him going into the corner. Not quite close enough, but certainly not going to help his cause. I say penalties are very easy to get around it, especially at this sequence of corners. It's very easy to sort of just take a bit too much curb, and all of a sudden you've got 2 warnings. Is this a UK league, George? No, it's a mixed one, mate. Like I say, the UK hosts it, but it has got American admins, it's got American drivers. We've even got some South American drivers, if you include Marlon Kanga from Venezuela, I believe. So, here we go, Harry, fastest lap of the race, 38.7. Now, are there anything going on? Let's have a look at Echo Kilo. He is right behind Sexy. Like, literally pushing him through the corner. But is that because the gap hasn't gone up? Now it's gone up. And Nazar looks like he's making a push. We'll have to go back on board and see. He knows that he's going to have the DRS. And Senna knows that he's just about within range of Harry to keep that DRS. But is that going to be enough to keep Nazar at bay? I don't think so. I mean, they've both roughly got the same amount of ERS. Just got to be careful not to use it all. Senna, of course, is a smart racer. He knows what's what. Matty moves up to 5th. He passes. Oh, is he going to nerf the Williams on Death Star? Almost. You got PPR, Venom and Kanga. And Kanga sort of slides into PPR and it forces him off wide. That's going to give Fury a massive run at him going into the next sequence of corners. Kanga is trying to go defensive once again. Very aggressive is Marlon Kanga. I don't think he was in the wrong there. It was literally a case of the car getting a little bit skay with and unfortunately just sliding into the McLaren that just so happened to be alongside him. Be interesting to see the result of that one. It is. Starts at 11:30, but obviously moving to 10:30 next season. And like I said, we've managed to have a full grid for every single race that I've done this for. So it's like I said, I've really enjoyed this. I'm not gonna lie. Right, so I've ow. So Senna has dropped to 3rd. Nazar up to 2nd, and already behind Harry. I was so caught up with the Marlon Kanga ordeal, I didn't see Nazar take 2nd place. And Senna really has dropped off. Has he got wing damage? Yes, he has. That's interesting. Senna's got wing damage. Where has he got that from? I do apologise about missing it, but this has left Harry absolutely defenceless. He hasn't got DRS to defend with. You can see Nazar gaining. He goes down the inside, he's going for the move, but of course you don't really want to go for the move at that corner, purely because the DRS is coming up again, and that will obviously benefit the next car. So here we go, it's right on board with Nazar as we make the overtake for the lead. Here we go, there's Harry. See you very much, son, thank you for playing. I'm having this as I have done all season. Mr. Nazar takes the lead. Now, will Harry be able to stay with him? That will be absolutely crucial to see if he's got any chance of sticking with the world champion. It is, mate. It really is a good, clean league and a good bunch of guys that run it as well. But like I say, it's short qualifying, 50% race. So if we start at 10:30, it'll be over by midnight. Which, to be fair for me, would be actually quite perfect. So I do need to have a word with the missus and see if I can get involved on this, you know. So, cars already coming into the pits. Harry's in the pits. Now, he's got rid of them soft tyres already. Senna's in as well. Of course, he's going to need a wing change, so that's going to drop him right back. Oh, Miller. Typical internet cuts out as soon as the race has begun. Well, you missed nothing that spectacular except for Nazar overtaking Senna. Senna somehow getting wing damage. And Nazar overtaking Harry for the lead. Harry has literally just pitted. Matty had a decent... Oh, hello, there's 2 cars going side by side. Oh, there's overtakes going on left, right, and centre. Oh, Echo there, moving all around the track, trying to break the slipstream. And there's Harry in 13th going past MFG. MFG, of course, not looking to fight, just wants to get to the end of this Grand Prix as high up as he can. Now, let's have a look at Death Star. He is all over the gearbox of Matt Veg. Let's see how Massey's doing. Massey has pitted and is down in 15th position on the soft tyre. So Massey is on an interesting strategy. That is for sure. He's going to have a quick middle stint and then try and blend the medium tyres for as long as he can. So, let's have a look and see where everyone is. There's Nazar. I don't think he'll be pitting for at least another 3 to 4 laps. We've got Matt Veg there. We've got Harry. Has he just passed ARS? I think he has. Well, he's certainly... No, ARS is in the pit. So Harry up to 11th now, all over the back of Echo 4. Massively fastest lap of the race. Of course, he's on the soft tyre, so he's going to be doing that. He's up to 14th now. He's got nice clear air in front of him, actually, as Massey's got a 5-second gap to MFG. So he's going to absolutely zonk up to the back of him. Now, this is the more important part. We've got Harry gone down the inside of Echo 4 at the hairpin and gets the DRS for good measure as well to pull away. So crucial move that for Harry, and off he goes. He needs that clear air now to try and make intervals into Nazar and try and undercut him if he can. But how much time has he lost in that traffic, which is going to be crucial? You'd imagine that the gap was probably about half a second by the time Harry pitted. So we'll go off that reckoning. Let's have a look at Sean for Life going all over the gearbox of Echo 4. Can he do it? Oh, he slightly outbrakes himself, but not. No overtake for him today. Oh, we got a yellow flag. What's that for? Fury. Did Fury ever spin? I'm not quite sure. It was a quick yellow flag, so something's gone on. Fury goes into the pit, so I wonder if he did have a little spin. Brewdog is doing really well. Look at him, up to 5th place. The Reynolds this season haven't really qualified that well, but you know what? In race pace, they always seem to slowly climb the order if they stay out of trouble. No, Fods, I don't want to become famous. I do this for the fun of it. If I can get famous, that'd be great. That reminds me, I need to try and get access to my YouTube channel. Now I've got a PC. So, here we go. Harry out-tractions Sexy and takes the position. Look at that, Sexy though, immediately slipping back into the slipstream. He will get pulled along by that Red Bull, but there's absolutely no point. Oh! And that's what I mean, he was a bit close there for comfort. And almost slammed into the back of Harry. That's really good driving from Sexy though to not let it happen. He had to lock up both tyres in order to do it. Probably destroyed those tyres. And that is Massey overtaking MFG on those soft tyres. As we said, as Sexy picks up a time penalty. Gap up front with Mr. Nazar. He's 5.2 ahead of Marlon Kanga. Marlon Kanga, a bit of a dark horse for this race. I know, the follower bots. I just ignore them. If they want to follow me, they can do. Nazar in the pits. This is crucial. So where does Nazar end up? He's got the soft tyres on. So Nazar is going for a soft stint. You'd imagine he'll keep those on for about 10 laps. Now where's Harry? Harry's already through. So Harry is already through. And Nazar comes out in front of Sexy. So it's only a 2.4 second gap that Harry's got. And unfortunately for him, Nazar is on the quicker tyre and is going to absolutely zonk up to the back of him. So let's see how that one goes. We've got Death Star looking to get MFG as MFG gives him plenty of room. once again, MFG just knowing like, come on man, I know you're quicker, through you go. We've got Matty passing Echo 4. So both Red Bulls on the charge. Rob there cheering on Death Star. Death Star is having a decent race so far. Was in contention for a top 4 finish in the early part of this race. We're on lap 8, we've got 20 laps to go, so the first pit stop's sort of happening roundabout now. Be interested to see what Death Star can do from his 11th position. He's currently 8/10 of a second behind Sean for life in the second Mercedes, who's not yet pitted. Matt and Sexy, come on, show me the action! And there we go, Matt through up into 6th place. You can see Nazar's already close back up to Harry. And you imagine he'll make the same overtake. Am I going to race with us next season, Rara? If I am, mate, it will be on the... It'll be for Division 2. I will have to let you know, because it all depends on my other activities. I would love to, don't get me wrong, I'd love to. I would love to though, because like, oh man, I cannot tell you how much this excites me. We've got PP Venom going down the inside of MFG. MFG with those hards just ain't working for him. He's gotten up, but all the guys on the quicker, fresher tyres are just passing him once again. So, Nazar has passed Harry. We knew it was going to happen. And it has done. Harry is trying to hang on in there. Nazar will probably be very quick on those tyres at the minute, but he's behind Fitz at the minute. And Fitz is yet to pit, and he's probably stay on them tyres for another 2 laps, I reckon. Maybe longer. Does the Ferrari fight him? No, the Ferrari in fact gets right out of the way, doesn't want to get involved. That, to be fair, that's good driving that from Fitz. Doesn't want to get involved in a battle that doesn't concern him, and lets them through. I mean, I'm a racer. I sort of, I can't think like that. I was like, if I've got a car behind me, Senna is down in 13th. What has happened to Senna? Now we know he's pitting for the hards, and I think that's just gone to prove that the hards just ain't working. They really ain't. Fury up to 14th now, gets past MFG as well, dives down the inside of MFG, takes the position away from him. Oh, hello, that's James and Sean. Sean is, well, that's James up into 10th. So, let's have a look at lap times there. Death Star is now up into 8th. Massey on those soft tyres that have probably gone past their best now. See, like I say, if Massey can drag those soft tyres out, take the pain, for now, we'll be able to put those medium tyres on and be a lot happier on them. I don't think the strategy's working for Massey. I think he pitted a bit too early to make the middle stint on softs work. I'm just thinking out loud here, I could be wrong. Be interested to hear his thoughts later if he listens to this. But James, all over the gearbox of Echo 4. Echo seems to be mentioning Echo 4 a lot, but he's always got a car behind him. Echo 4 into the pit. So here we go. That is Nazar up into second. 8.5 seconds behind Marlon Kanga. If Kanga's going to pit, he needs to do it now. He'll lose too much time on Nazar. I mean, Nazar's on fresh soft, so he's going to be taking at least 1.5 seconds out of him a lap. Because those mediums are exactly coming towards the end of their life as well. PPR Venom there in 10th place was looking fairly good in the opening stages until a battle with Marlon Kanga saw the Racing Point slide into the side of him and knock off his wing end fence, which unfortunately means that he had to pit for a front wing, and this is why he's not as high up as he would have been, but he's looking good, and he passes Sean for life into the, well, coming out of the first DRS zone and heading into the second DRS zone. IFR Scotty, there he is. He's on the hard tyres as well. Kind of went onto them rather early, but there's no reason why you can't get them to the end. We've got ARS. Oh, hello, that's Fury and Senna. That is Fury and Senna. They're going side by side, and Senna hangs Fury out to dry. Fury on the faster tyres. Senna's going to try and drag his out if he can. And like I said, this is not exactly what Fury would have wanted. Fury will want to get past that Racing Point as quick as possible, purely because he's going to be losing time, really. And Brewdog now pits after 11 laps. A fantastic first stint for Brewdog. So let's see where he ended up. Like, the Reynolds were not that high up in qualifying. I think they were about 13th, 14th, something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. Where's he going to drop, though? This is the question. He's got a good buffer to the Ferrari, actually. No, he hasn't, actually. He's up to speed, though. Just taking it nice and easy. Don't want to hit the pit walls there. Very unique pit exit here at Abu Dhabi. You go under the racetrack and then back out towards it. And he does indeed come out in front of Fitz and MFG as Fitz goes round the outside of MFG, actually. Let's have a look at Death Star and Massey. There we go. Once again, as I said, Massey losing pace on them soft tyres now. So Death Star doing a good job of getting the move done. And look at that, Nasser is already 4.7 seconds behind. He's taken 4 seconds out of Marlon Kanga already. Kanga really trying to drag this out now. And the problem is it going to work? Are we going to see? Oh, this is a horrible camera angle. I want to know if Fury's going to get past. Apparently not, so good driving from Senna at this minute in time. Into Div 2. Oh, okay. Well, like I say, I'll have a word with the missus tomorrow. We will see, because like I say, I've been racing on a Monday. I race on Friday. I race on Saturday. I commentate on Tuesday. So it just all depends on what's going on here. And so Marlon's in the pit. He's on the soft tyre, so this will be interesting to see what he does. Has he actually come out in front of Senna? He has! Marlon Kanga has done the overcut on his teammate. Senna started, well, on the front row. And, well, it goes to prove that those hard tyres just haven't worked. I like racing, Rob. I like racing. Like I say, I think I've come across you in SF1. So look at Brewdog as he's now up into 12th, passes the Ferrari of Scotty. And so we've got stops and everything happening all over the place now. Is Scotty close enough to do anything? Don't think he is, as Harry is now 2 seconds behind. Now, this is interesting actually, because those soft tyres will start to degrade now. Will at least begin to degrade. But Harry's already done 7 laps on his tyres, so this is going to be a very interesting couple of laps now to see what happens between them two as Venom gets yet another penalty. Are you Icelandic, Rob, now? Okay. Okay, just... yeah, the Rob 27 EFC is very familiar. So, yeah, like I said, a lot of cars in the pits for their second stops. We've got Sean for Life in. We've got PPR Venom in. That 5-second stop go, it certainly looks like it. And, oh, that's going to hamper him even more. And yet another wing change. Oh man, I mean, if someone could have difficulty. And Fury is still stuck behind Senna. Now, obviously, Senna this time doesn't have any form of DRS to help him. But of course, Fury is still getting used to using the wheel. So this is going to be very interesting. Two admins battling it out for 8th and 9th. Fury looks a bit closer than he has done. Is he going to try? Like I say, he needed to get through to make the stint work, but it hasn't happened. Is he through now? Where's Senna? I can't see him. There he is. Oh, great defensive driving, but he runs wide. Does that give Fury the chance to dive down the inside? No, it does not. Absolutely fantastic racing. This is what you want to see. Wheel to wheel. And, oh, Senna once again just a bit wide, a bit deep into that corner. Has sort of cost him a little bit. Massey in the pits as well. So surely he'll be jumping back onto the mediums for the final stint. Don't worry, I'm having a look. Let's see it. Echo 4 there. Has got right behind Sexy. Sexy on 4-lap old mediums. Echo 4 on 2-lap old. Oh, let's have a look at Fury. Fury! He thought about it, but he's a wise head is Fury at times. And like I said, the smart thing to do is to wait. And look at Brewdog! Look at Brewdog hanging on in that. If Brewdog on those fresh, soft tyres has just caught these guys, and Senna backs Fury into it. But look at Fury. He's a lot closer now. Senna tries to go defensive. Fury's there, but Fury outbrakes himself. This is certainly going to give Senna. And look at the lack of traction for Fury. You can see that he was struggling getting the power down, and that has allowed Senna through. And that gives Senna surely DRS. He goes defensive and he keeps the position. This is absolutely fantastic racing between 7th and 8th place. Rob changing his Twitch name there. Ragnarok and Sean there. Passing, let's have a look at ARS. Goes round the outside of Sexy. So ARS takes that position away. Matthew's dropped down to 12th. And he is indeed on the medium tyres. But we're back onto this 7th, 8th, 9th battle. Senna will be trying to drag these tyres out for as long as he can. He picks up a penalty, unfortunately. His first one of, as I believe. But look at Brewdog. Brewdog now senses an opportunity. If Brewdog's smart, though, he will wait until the DRS section. Just be patient, take the pain through these corners. There's absolutely no point in making a move because the car behind will just absolutely get you on the DRS straight. Bit of a lockup. Look at Brewdog. You can see him lining him up. We'll ride on board with Brewdog now. If this is an opportunity... Oh, he hasn't got much ERS to play with, though, has he? Scotty is indeed having a quiet race. Here we go. Don't use all of it. Brewdog, you need it. You need that extra boost, and you're not going to have it. Oh, careful. Have you got damage? Oh, yeah. Unfortunately for Brewdog, he just got sucked into the back of Fury, and it's a massive wing damage for Brewdog. It was always going to happen. You should, like, it's why you brake just a little bit earlier in those situations. If you're not side by side with another car, you just brake a bit earlier just to make sure that you've got something to play with in case, like, you get like it happens. I've been caught in those situations where you're following another car and all of a sudden you hit the brakes, you just get sucked into the back of the car in front, and that's basically your race ruined. Okay, so we've got cars in the pits. We've got Harry in the pits, Nazar in the pits. Both pitted at the same time. Patience is indeed key. Scotty in the top 10 though. For those Scotty fans out there. Oh, Marlon Kanga now right up the gearbox of Death Star. This has to be a quick overtake. He pulls out, and it's probably one of the more quieter moves for Marlon Kanga that you'll see him make. You could hear him changing gear himself coming out of that corner. This is where the guys who use no assists and their own gears have the power, basically. So there's Nazar in 5th. 5 seconds behind James. Harry, 1.6 seconds behind. Be interesting to see what Harry's pace is like. Now he's got the same tyre as Nazar. Massey, though, has passed Scotty. To be fair, I don't think there's much Scotty could do. 14 lap old hards. They're probably feeling a bit of pain now. Once again, Fury's through. Finally, Fury is through. Senna drops down to 8th. But if Senna can try and keep up with Fury through the traction zones, it's going to be really important now. There's Matt. Harry's already through as Massey sets the fastest lap of the race yet again. Harry sets gets a time penalty, unfortunately. So that's definitely going to have a part to play in this Grand Prix. And Nazar will sense that. But unfortunately for Senna, he is just a bit too far behind to really do anything about Fury. And, well, no, they've both got the same amount of ERS. Just depends on who's much quicker on the straights. Senna gaining. Bit of a lock up there into the corner. And that's Mr. Futuristic. Oh, but look at this! Senna! Oh, Senna's hit him! Senna was just a bit too close. And he's got wing damage. Oh, it's just one of them things. It's just one of them things. It's so frustrating. And Fury now will be stuck behind a Racing Point that doesn't have its full front wing through the tight, twisty sections, with cars behind him that are battling for a potential spot on the podium. Surely Senna will dive into the pits this lap. He'll have to. He's got a broken front wing. And that releases Fury. And once again, Matt and Massey have been battling for what seems like the whole race. Now the question is, what tyre has Senna gone on to? He's gone onto the medium tyre. Okay, so Senna on the medium tyres. So we'll try and see where he comes out. Looks like 13th at this minute in time. No, he drops down even more. He's not fully up to speed yet. Look at Fury. He gets out of the way. He gets out of the way and dives back in. Okay. Not quite sure what that was about. But it looked like he moved over, let Matt through, and then just took the racing line directly ahead of Massey. It was very dangerous, and it's cost Massey a bit of time as well. So, Brewdog down in 15th. We saw him pit earlier. He hit the back of Fury, and that forced him to pit early and put on the front wing, which has really cost him here today, unfortunately. Still, somehow, the lead Renault, the Star Fury, down in 20th position. ARS and Echo 4 as ARS goes round the outside of Echo 4. Echo always seems to be passed every time I go on to him. Harry there up to 4th now, 1.5 seconds still behind Mr. Nazar. The gap sort of stabilised since the pit stop, so let's have a look at Echo 4 though. Is he close enough to do anything now? As who's that in the pits? It's James on the soft tyre. Okay, so the gap up front is 5 seconds. He's got about a 9-second lead to Mr. Nazar's Marlon Kanga. As Senna picks up another time penalty. So easy to do around here. And James comes out in, well, 8th as Fury's pitted as well. Obviously, he won't have needed a wing change. And Senna has really... oh, look at that. As Fury comes out the pits, I think Echo just let him go. And there's Senna in the background. Ruining what could have been... oh, hello. That looks like an overtake. Oh, yellow flag, sector 3. It's a Red Bull. It is. It's Harry. Oh, Harry, what have you done? Did you just step on the gas a bit too early? Well, you've certainly hampered yourself now, what with the tyres being a bit out of whack. And potentially front wing damage. There's definitely nothing visually I can see. But it's a costly mistake. And we've got Marlon Kanga in the pits. Where's he going to come out? This is the question. He's got a heap of cars coming through as we've got Massey coming up now. As there's Matt. Massey has really lost a lot of time actually to Matt. 2.5 seconds exactly. And out comes Marlon Kanga in 5th place. Yellow flag, sector 3. It's a McLaren. It is PPR Venom. Venom once again with no front wing damage. It really has been a race to forget for Venom. There's pace there, definitely. But it just hasn't worked for him here today. Marlon Kanga already up to 4th place. He's disposed of Massey. Massey will just be happy to get those tyres to the end. See the fans there cheering. Massey attacking Marlon Kanga. Trying to go round the outside of the racing point. But there's just absolutely no point fighting him. You're on 5-lap old mediums. He's on fresh softs. There's a yellow flag. Sector 1. PPR Venom is the first retirement on lap 21. And a safety car has been called out here. Safety car out on the track. And, well, who is going to pit? Who is going to get rid of their penalties? Let's have a look now and see. So, Harry doesn't pit, Matt doesn't pit, Marlon doesn't pit, Massey does, which makes sense. Let's have a look at Death Star. Does he go into the pits? No. Does James? No. Does Fury? Well, I doubt it. These guys are on fresh softs. As does... Will Senna pit though? This is going to be interesting to see if he can get off the mediums and jump onto the softs. Let's have a look. No, Senna decides to stay out. So a lot of things being played here. There's Massey getting back up to speed in 7th. I tell you what, this has brought Marlon Kanga into play for the final few laps of this Grand Prix. We are in for an absolutely showcase showdown here at the United Arab Emirates here in Abu Dhabi. It is. So let's go say Kanga on fresh softs. We form a Kanga line if he wins. Let's all do the Kanga. Let's all do the Kanga. Na 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 na. Ay na 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 na. Ay. I think that's definitely what will be sung should he win. But we've seen this time and time again. There's always been a late safety car or something like that. And yet Nazar always seems to come through smiling. He never seems to really lose out on a safety car. And they haven't caught up with the safety car yet. Harry decides to continue. Matt continues. There's Kanga. Very, very interesting. I didn't realise that they hadn't caught up with the safety car. Nazar's just reaching it now. There he is. So the final time we'll see the safety car here in IUF1 Div 1. But guys, that's not it for these guys this week. We've got the Div 2 race on Thursday at 11:30 PM, live streamed by MD Skillian. So do tune in for that one as we see Div 2 get sorted out for the final time. Very nice. Forgive me, I just drank some pop. Right, so Senna has pitted. Senna's pitted. He's made the gamble. He needs to get up to speed though, because he's got a good few cars. There's the Williams. Is he going to get out before him? Yes, he does. Okay, so, and this has helped Brewdog as well. Brewdog, who was in the top 10 before his wing damage, is now in 11th. And of course, the field is all gradually closing down. All the soft runners are closing down on the medium runners of Matt, Harry, and Nazar. Who is going to gobble them up? This is the question. Mean Man says, can I join? If so, what platform is it on? So, Mean Man, it is Xbox. We start at 11:30 PM British time. God knows where you are. Like I said, the races will be... Well, no, sorry. Next season, the races will be at 10:30 PM British time. So we start 1 hour earlier to try and make things a bit more easier. Especially with a lot of people returning back to normal living ways with lockdown supposedly ending and people being able to go out and not wear face masks anymore, not be restricted to doing stuff. So we'll have to wait and see how that all goes. But like I said, on the new game, it'll be the first week in August where we get going again with this league. 10:30 PM with Div 1 and Div 2 on Thursday. Be interesting to see if we can get you in, man, if you're interested. And there we go. There is the Discord, so we can try and get you on if it is something you are interested in. So, lap 24 out of 28. A few laps remaining. So, as the cars slowly crawl up, will we have one more lap behind the safety car? Or will it peel in this lap? I think at Abu Dhabi we get quite an early notification of it coming in, and it usually happens round about here. No notification so far. We're still waiting on Sexy and Sean for Life to join the back of the pack. So I do think we're going to have potentially one more lap, are we? Safety car in this lap? No, I am completely wrong. So, guys, as I say every time, the car in front of you virtually becomes the safety car. Nazar is the safety car now. He dictates the pace that you go at. Watch out carefully for the car in front. Give it a breather. Run alongside it if you have to, just to make sure you don't damage those front wings. Around safety car conditions in league racing, it is one of the most perilous things to do. A safety car restart because the whole field jams up towards the back end of the other one. When does Nazar get going? Well, he's... Oh, that's damage there! Matt's got damage! So already he's under pressure. But Nazar's gone. We've got a yellow flag in Sector 3. There's so many cars going quite slowly through there. And now I've got this whole bloody job of trying to keep an eye on everyone. So there's Senna down the inside. He goes to Fitz. And I think that was ARS following through as well. Indeed it was. Fitz has to get out of it. And now he's got the McLaren there as well. Let's have a look and see what's going on. Marlon Kanga has already dispatched Matt. How bad is that damage on Matt? Let's have a look. It is a wing fence, but he's certainly going to feel it with those fresh, soft tyre runners behind him. James there. Oh, that's not the angle I want. Death Star goes for the move. Matt leaves the door open. Oh, careful there, James. Don't get yourself taken out. Matt had a bit of a kick up there. And this is Death Star trying to go for the move. Oh, he's just not close enough, is he? And you can see Harry already pressuring. Massey up to 6. Passes James. Gets the move done. Very nice there from Massey. Certainly must have raised a few eyebrows here tonight. Massey doing an absolutely fantastic job. Death Star once again running side by side with Matt. Matt, of course, really suffering with that wing damage. You can see there with the traction. And is he going to sweep round the outside? He does. That's a brilliant move. Brilliant move by Death Star. Round the outside. Very brave. And you can see Massey now trying to get the move done. Is he going to sweep round the outside? No. No, he's been cut off. Oh, but Matt round wide. And he's been pushed wide as well. Oh, he's going to be losing place after place after place. Oh, that's the Ferrari of Scotty gone wide as well. He's going to try and go round the outside, which will be immediately for the inside. Brewdog there with the penalty. I don't know where to look. Senna is there as well. Senna up to 9th. He is on a flyer. Marlon Kanga up to 2nd. Marlon Kanga up to 2nd place. And Nazar knows that he will go for a move if he smells a slight chance. And here we go. Yellow flag sector 2. What's gone on? It's a Red Bull. Harry's gone. Harry is out of the Grand Prix. Oh no, Harry. The Red Bull is gone and the other Red Bull is down to 14th. The other Red Bull just slowing down, letting everyone through. Absolutely no point fighting them. Well, guys, I guess the battle. Look at how Senna doing. He's up into 8th place for those Senna fans. Fitz and ARS battling for the top 10 positions as Massey picks up a time penalty, which is absolutely crucial. Red Bull are indeed in the mud. They were flying high, 2nd and 3rd before the safety car. And look at all the mayhem going on behind. What is going on? Oh, that's a challenge. The Williams has spun. Oh, dear me. How did he not take out a few cars? Thankfully, he ghosted. But that is massive damage that for ARS. Deary me. And look at Kanga. Kanga's there. And you can see Massey. He's there as well. Right. Will Kanga try and do anything down this straight? Let's see. We're going to ride on board with him. Being very smart, not using... Yes, Death Star into 3rd, but he is going to be pressured by Massey. All right, let's go and see how Massey's doing. Massey dives out. Where's Death Star? Let's have a better camera angle. There we go. And I think Death Star may just get a run. Kanga's not really been able to do anything about Nazar. But Massey is up into 3rd position. How? Oh, I'm not going to check penalties because that's one thing I do not do. Scotty here is potentially on the podium. It is a quality finish. It's absolutely bonkering mad. Look at Senna there, stuck behind Senna and Fury. Senna and Fury on another whirlwind adventure. For me, guys, driver of the day has to go to Massey, purely because it's his first time driving with the Division 1 lot, and he has certainly done himself proud today. We'll look at Fitz and Brewdog. Fitz round the outside. Brewdog's going to try and get in there, but it is Fitz who has the better cornering, And he comes out on top. Now then, final lap. Kanga up the gearbox of Nazar. Nazar will try and pull away down the straight. Kanga's going to have to use everything. DRS activated. He's just not close enough, is he? He needs to be a lot more closer through these sequence of corners. Can't afford to go for like a little mistake or anything. Here we go. Through the... Oh, just to stay there. And to be fair, he needed to be a lot closer than that. And I think that has given Nazar surely the victory. Oh, Nazar feeling the pressure. Will Kanga try and send it down somewhere? Look at the front wing on that Racing Point. Absolutely flexing. Kanga, oh, over the back of him. Will he try and send it? Oh, will he? He's just got caught up in there. Now, is he close enough to dive down the inside? No, he's not. Nazar, there he is. You can see the Racing Point. Oh, look at Massey. Massey's there as well. Oh, this is absolutely tremendous, but I think... Oh, look at Kanga trying to go down the inside. Oh, my word, he nearly did it, but it's Nazar that wins the Grand Prix. Death Star takes the position on the podium. Massey drops down to 6th place. Oh, my absolute giddy on God. I mean, what an end to the Grand Prix. Molto bene. Oh my God! Guys, you're a bit dead. Death Star on the podium. Kanga on the podium after starting 11th. Great drive from him. Nazar, of course, winning. You don't really expect anything else, do you? We got ARS coming across the line. There he is. Is he going to die? Oh my God! There's Sexy doing the donuts. What a season it has been in IUF1. Absolute amazing bunch of guys. If you're interested, guys, do give like Nazar and Fury Knights a message. We're on Xbox. We'll be going at 10:30 PM next season. Fitz is apparently very shy. Race win number 10. What's that, 10 out of 21, is it? Absolutely amazing. How did that race end up like that? The safety car was just the spice it needed. So there we go. We'll quickly go through the order. Nazar wins. Let's invite him to the party. Kanga second. Let's invite him to the party. Death Star third. Let's invite him to the party. Scotty fourth. Unfortunately, doesn't get to come to the party. James fifth. Massey sixth. Fury seventh. Fitz eighth. Senna ninth. Ragnarok 10th. Brewdog 11th. MFG 12th. Echo 4 13th. Sean 14th. Star Fury 15th. Matt Veg down to 16th, and with the fastest lap as well, after being in the top 3 for so long. ARS down in 17th, Sexy down in 18th, and of course Harry and the other Red Bull, both Red Bulls going to pot in those final few laps of the Grand Prix. Harry out of the race, PPR Venom of course retiring at the pit exit. Must have made a mistake or something like that, but something did go on. And well, let's have a look and see who's in the party. We have got Nazar. Hoping we'll get more people. But we've got the race winner in. That's all that matters. It is Mr. Nazar, and you've claimed race victory number 10 of what has been a most astonishing season here in Division 1 for IUF1. Absolutely tense stuff up and down the field. I mean, tell us about things out from your point of view.
That race, oh god, that was intense. I mean, the majority of that race, you had it was a battle between Senna, me, myself, Senna, Harry at the front, and then yeah, for 2/3 of that race before the safety car, it was basically just me and Harry. Just Harry was literally chasing me down after that first safety car period, and it was just yeah, he was keeping me on my toes, so I couldn't relax or anything like that. So gosh, and then you got the safety car period at the end, and then I just saw Marlon Kanga clear the 2 Red Bulls, and then I just knew that I couldn't afford to make any mistakes
You
going
really
into
you really couldn't. He was on you like a frog in bucket.
I think probably one more lap, because I think Massey was coming as well, but I think he had time penalties. But
Yeah,
yeah,
Massey had time penalties, but the only reason I think he was coming at you was purely because of obviously you trying to take it as easy as you can, trying not to make mistakes. You had Kanga, of course, trying to do the same thing, trying not to pick up penalties as well, which just enabled Massey, who had nothing to fear basically, and just go for it and eventually close in on you. But yeah, I mean, absolutely amazing stuff, man. You have driven an absolutely fantastic season, and it really will be interesting to see if you can maintain this form on the next game. What are your thoughts then on how this season has gone? Obviously, you're the champion. Obviously, your team is the constructors champion. But as a whole, what has been your favourite moment from this season?
I think my moment's just been racing against all the quick guys division. Like, shout out to Fury, James. Then later in the season, you've had guys like Marlon Kangastig, Scotty, all turning up, and
Harry.
You know what? Oh yeah, can't forget Harry as well. Yeah, so all these guys who've come into the league and just given me a good race. So they've always kept me on my toes, and the competition that they provided has made me a better driver. So yeah, it's been a great racing against all them guys.
And it has been an absolute pleasure to commentate on. And unfortunately, guys, I've got no one else to talk to, it seems. Looks like Kanga and Death Star don't want to share their view to the world. So that's rather unfortunate, but it is what it is. I'll still go down and say my favourite moment from this season was commentating on the French Grand Prix. Like,
Yeah.
it was, that race will always be my favorite. I wish I could have saved it. I'm certainly going to do my best to try and save this race. I'm going to try and get my YouTube up on the PC later this week and see if I can get download the Twitch stream if I can and upload it to the YouTube. So hopefully I can get something done this week. But like I say, I'm looking forward.
I probably have to say myself that French Grand Prix probably have to be the best of this season. Yeah, easily.
I mean, the fact that it's been a full grid for every single race as well. Like, you've just got to take your hat off to each and every one of the guys that you and whoever else runs the division and the league. It's just, you guys have done an absolutely tremendous job, and all I can say is thank you for getting me on board and getting me interested in what you guys do, because it has been a pure pleasure to commentate on it. It really has.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Just bringing everyone together and just having great races, nice clean races, fair clean drivers, and just putting on a good show. So that's what we aim to do again when we come to the new season.
It is, and the new season won't be until the first week of August, guys. But as I said before, this isn't done yet on this game. Division 2 is on Thursday, and who's that streamed by these days?
It's been changing. I mean, it was streamed by MFG last time, but we're looking at possibly MD Skillian if he's available, but it might change. So
okay,
we'll
either be MFG or MD Skillian, guys. But from me, like I say, if you've enjoyed the race, do hit that follow button so you can see more content on the channel. I've just really enjoyed doing this, and I look forward to coming back next season and doing the same thing again at a newer time slot of 10:30 p.m. Tuesday night. So guys, from me and from everyone here in Div 1 at the IUF1, take care, all the best, and see you on the new game. Bye bye.